So I'm gonna try to set up a new board. Board's kind of worn out. The wheels are flat spotted and makes a lot of noise. It's like rolling thunder and it lost its pop. It's kind of like playing a guitar that's out of tune. Grip tape's basically kind of like sandpaper and it's got stick on it. It's just like unpeeling a big sticker. You want to make sure you get it nice and flat on the board. Make sure that your board's clean. Get it on the whole entire board. You want to flatten it out so you don't have any bubbles. Get your razor, see if there's any bubbles. We poke them out. Make sure it's nice and flat. You don't want this to come up. You can scan the board with your hand, kind of. And then you want to file the edges. You get your razor, and here's key. You hold the razor, you drag it. Drag the razor from underneath, kind of like this. Get it? You see it? It's always nice to have a fresh razor. Makes the cutting of the grip so much smoother. And then seal the edges of the board so the grip don't peel up. Sometimes grip's really grippy, so this is just preference. I like to just give it a once over. And then you poke the holes in the grip so your bolts can come through. So you poke the holes through like that. That. Probably gonna do is take off my old wheels, put on some new wheels. At the skate shop, they probably have bearing presses, which make putting on the bearings a lot easier. It's probably the hardest thing to do because bearings are in the wheels pretty snug. They have all the tools that you need at the skate shop. Good way to just take off the bearings, just use your old axle, kind of put your wheel on the edge of the axle. Boom. Kind of pop them out the wheel. Crack open a set of fresh wheels, some Spitfires, and here's what we're gonna do. Press, and then press. And that should be in there pretty snug. Put my speed washer on there. Your truck should have 2 speed washers. One on the inside, one on the inside, one on the outside. And you want to like get the nut on there pretty good, kind of snug, but not too snug, so there's a tiny bit of play so the bearing will flow freely. There you go, that's pretty good. So once you get all your wheels done, what you want to do is take off your trucks. So how we do that, skate key, and you're going to dismantle your hardware. I have Allen head. So we'll just take that off. Like that. Make sure you don't lose your bolts. And usually there's like a front truck and a back truck, so what was that? That was my back truck I took off, so I'm going to put on the back of my board. Right? So new bolt, like the bolts. Make sure they're nice and snug. You don't want to go too deep, dig into your board. You always should check your bolts, make sure your hardware's not loose. Make sure it's nice and snug, and you'll do the same thing for the other truck. Cool, man. So we set up a brand new board, and then all you got to do is get out in the street and just skate.